Quoting Osho's understanding, India is not just geography or history. It is not only a nation, a country, a mere piece of land. It is something more. It is a metaphor, poetry, something invisible but very tangible. It is vibrating with certain energy fields which no other country can claim. It is strange because it has renounced everything for a single search, the search for the truth. India is the only land in the whole world which has devoted all of its talents in a concentrated effort to see the truth and to be the truth. Visitors to the Osho Meditation Resort, 125 kilometers to the west, most often land in Mumbai, this west coast city of 16 million. The city's architecture, often notable, reflects the passage of time that this ancient land has traveled through. The past is present, as is the new, striking in its glass facade and vertical elevation. There are three methods of travel from Mumbai to Pune: a 17-minute jet flight, a 2.5-hour divided freeway by taxi, or the well-known train ride, the 3.5-hour Deccan Express. We have chosen the Deccan. We enter Lonavala, situated on the crest of hills on the main railway line. During monsoon, its greenery, its silvery waterfalls and hanging clouds create a sense of mystery. An hour later, we arrive in Pune, the state's cultural and educational capital. In recent time, Pune has also been expanding rapidly as a major manufacturing and technology center. 4 million people live in this cosmopolitan city. Just a few minutes' drive from the busy center of Pune lies Corrigan Park, a beautiful neighborhood of Victorian mansions originally built during the British Raj. The Osho Meditation Resort, created in Osho's vision for a unique experiment, sits in the heart of this green and peaceful surrounding. It is the world's largest such facility, attracting many thousands of national and international visitors annually. "20 years ago, Anando Hefli, a lawyer by training, was introduced to Osho dynamic meditation.
And it was incredible. It was so powerful. I thought, how can something so simple have such a profound effect? It really, I got some legs. The only thing I say, I got some legs. I got a feeling of being grounded instead of being in this anxious, false, unreal kind of life I was living, always feeling I was on the edge. I got a feeling of groundedness that I'd never experienced before. The basic thing here, this whole place is about meditation. So the biggest facility here is actually the meditation hall, where there's just different kinds of meditations happening all the time, many different techniques. Basically all the different traditions, wisdom traditions in the world. So there's Zen meditation, Sufi, Tao, Tantra, yoga, Tibetan, many different techniques. And what Osho did is took these techniques and kind of translated them into, made them accessible basically for 20th century people like me. Well, it's very difficult for most of us, the way we live our lives, it's very difficult to just stop suddenly and sit silently. You know, our lives are so fast, there's so much change, and so hectic, and we're so hyper, that to just stop and silence the mind, let the thoughts settle, which is what meditation's about, it's almost impossible to do straight off. So all the techniques he created are ways for modern people to throw off some of the junk and rubbish and the tension that's around us, to then have a chance of experiencing silence. They're all 1 hour meditation techniques, and they start with some kind of high activity, usually high energy activity, to help us blow off the junk that's sitting around in our minds and the blocks that are in our body, to kind of cleanse this, so that then there's an opportunity for silence to just descend.
Rising out of a body of water, the 28-meter-tall pyramid structure was completed in the autumn of 2002. The soundproof auditorium enjoys the latest in international technology. The air quality systems both condition and purify. It has computerized multi-dimensional lighting and sound systems and a seating capacity for 5,000. Loose-fitting robes are worn at the meditation resort, white for the evening meditation and maroon for activities throughout the day. Adjoining the auditorium is India's most modern and technically advanced kitchen facility. With a total awareness of hygiene and the world's latest equipment chosen for the preparation of produce from the resort's own organic farms. Two new dining areas, one a garden courtyard, the other resort poolside, provide natural ambience for enjoying and sharing a menu of national and international cuisine. The third building in the most recent facilities expansion in the 40-acre campus is the guest house. Designed in an essence of contemporary Zen, the 65 air-conditioned bedrooms with attached bath offers hotel quality with personal care and attention. The Osho Multiversity is an integral part of the meditation resort. Its prime focus and purpose is to serve as a bridge to meditation. Trained and experienced counselors are available to help participants choose from the many and varied programs offered on a year-round calendar.
Yeah, I mean, we all have lots of conditionings, beliefs, conditionings about ourselves, about other people that restrict us actually, that block us. Ideas that, for instance, we're not good enough, we're not lovable, there's something wrong with us, that many different kind of conditionings and beliefs that stop us from just being authentic. We're constantly going out, looking out for affection, for recognition, for respect, for security. We're always looking out for this from other people. And it's so bizarre if you think about it. We don't give it to ourselves. We get our respect from the eyes of other people, not from ourselves. And this makes us, Osho says, this makes us beggars in a way. And this is where I think a lot of anxiety and tensions come from. And what the courses in the Multiversity, one of the things they do is help you to understand this mechanism. And then that leaves the way open for meditation, where you can just come back to yourself.
Leroy Wendell arrived from London. He talks about his experience in a Multiversity group.
It was a residential group, and it was really good fun, really. Lots of catharsis, lots of dancing, dynamic every morning, loud dynamic. A lot of things were happening, and I found myself, as soon as I got into the group, I was so attentive to everybody and so honest with everything and with everybody in the group, and just really understanding that we were all here to help each other and help lift each other and to understand about ourselves. So I was really, I can't explain the quality that I had, but it was really, it was something different. It was much sort of cleaner, because other people were involved, you know, and you were kind of playing with emotions and whatever, so you need to be really there. The group leader, Disha, she was asking everybody if they want to say something, and I had put my hand up to say something, and as she asked me what I wanted to say, I opened my mouth and I just had this rush of energy go through my entire body, and I couldn't say anything. And for about 3 hours, I didn't say anything to anybody. I didn't want to say anything to anybody, and as far as I'm concerned, that's considered to be a satori. It was, I can't explain. I can't put it into words what happened, but that gave me really that taste that I needed to really show me that there's something more.
Stunning pyramid-shaped buildings are set in lush green gardens. This complex provides large class and workshop space for Multiversity participants. Classes are offered throughout the day from many traditions to support people's awareness and understanding. Huge trees and bamboo groves provide canvas for sun, shade, and the dance of wind. Swans and peacocks move freely throughout the resort grounds. Many locations provide silent spaciousness and the opportunity of alone. Osho Tirth is an exquisitely landscaped 12-acre garden, created out of a former wasteland and now part of the campus. It is a beautiful garden and also an award-winning ecological model for the world that we live in today. A natural, biological water cleaning system of ponds converts a once polluted water into a sparklingly clear stream which runs through the garden to the river. Pathways often lead to quiet areas designed for individuals to be alone in nature and in meditation. The creative expression of many has been and remains to provide an environment supportive of the Osho proposal for a new man, a whole man. Sometimes called Zorba the Buddha. Zorba for the person of celebration, Buddha for the person of meditation. Not one, but both together. From an Olympic-sized heated swimming pool, tennis courts, jacuzzi, sauna, and gymnasium in the daylight, to bistros, wine bars, and late-night celebration, dancing and partying with friends old and new in the nightlight. The people visiting the meditation resort reflect every state in India and more than 100 countries internationally. 50% of all participants are here for the first time.
It's fascinating, even if you don't do any groups, just to sit around and the conversations that come up. This is the most international environment I can imagine, really. And so you know, even if you're not diving into your subconscious, you get the chance to dive into another culture and another experience just by sitting in a cafe here and having a chat over a chai.
If you live consciously, if you try to bring consciousness to every act that you go through, you will be living in a silent, blissful state, in serenity, in joy, in love. Your life will have the flavor of a festival. That is the meaning of heaven. Your life will have many flowers in it. Much fragrance will be released through you. You will have an aura of delight. Your life will be a song of life affirmation. It will be a sacred yes to all that existence is. You will be in communion with existence.
It's a wonderful place. You know, whatever it is within you that you have to look through to see it, that's, you know, everyone's personal experience. I had a lot to look through, you know, to see the jewel at the bottom of the pond. You know, whatever it is that you have to see that, you know, that jewel. I know there's a difference about reaching down and picking it up for yourself, but at this point I'm just looking at it. And, you know, maybe someday I'll be ready to pick it up for myself.
It's a place to experience. You have to. It's not something to talk about in words. It's just something to experience. But if you really want to change something in yourself, in your life, to find a new quality, a new way of living, a better quality of life, it's the place to come. For me, for myself, I just found so many new dimensions to life. And such a joy. I never really knew the meaning of joy till I came here.
The whole place, I mean, it's the whole package, you know. It's a beautiful environment with nice meditations to do through the day. You've got great food, you've got great people who like to have fun together, who want to work together, who want to share together, and dance together.